Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? You're just paranoid, bruh. You're just paranoid, bro. That's all it is, right? You can't handle the weed, bro. It's the shit that they be saying, huh? You just can't handle it, and that's all it is, dog. Let the big boys do this shit, you know. The big girls do this. Okay, he's a bitch. That's what they probably be thinking. They don't say that last part, you know. Hopefully not. Some people out there who really just believe by that, and that's okay. You got to understand that we're in a different situation here. Like a lot of us who do deal with this problem every now and then. Like myself, I don't get it so much. It's really how my mood is inflicted by the day. Like what's going on in my mood and what's going on in my mind is how and what's gonna affect the way I smoke. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if I got a lot of shit going on in my mind, like I'm worried before I smoke, and it has nothing to do with worrying about the weed or nothing like that. It's me worrying about what's going on in my life or some shit like that, and I don't know the next step, exactly why I should be worrying so much because I don't know the next step or what's gonna happen. But I'm also like feeling worried because I don't want to feel shameful of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, but that's the problem. We sit there and we think too much about this kind of stuff, and that's why we end up in these situations that we're in. Pop paranoia and shit like that. That's all it is. It's pop paranoia, and it leads to panic attacks and anxiety attacks, things of that nature. So I have to feel a little bit of derealization, if you may. You know, switching up to a new strain is one thing that can cause that to happen for real. Because, like, for instance, there's some really good strains out there, even the good ones that are good for people who they target exactly stress and depression to alleviate those symptoms, like dragon fruit weed. Dragon fruit is some good weed. Like for me, it's rated like three out of 5 stars. You know what I'm saying, by local smokers and whatnot. I'd say the same thing. At first, I feel like it was a 4, but it's about average. It's good though. It's perfect. It's a hybrid, which is my shit right there. And I've always said that and preached about how those are usually the best ones if you have problems with anxiety and panic attacks and things of that nature. Usually a strain that's under those two, which is 50% of each, usually has what you need. Because you need a little bit of both. You don't need one and the other. Because you don't want to be like too much sativa and your mind's racing and thinking crazy shit. And that's when you start to get the physical symptoms. With indica, you can get like that body experience firsthand. Like your heart just start beating as soon as you hit this shit. That's almost the worst one right there. Some people get confused and think that indica is the one that chill. Trust me, you go to the dispensary, they don't all know what they're talking about. Not everyone, because they'll be like, "Yo, take this indica. Just grab an indica. That's not the truth for you. That's not what you need right there, because that could also cause you to have panic attacks. It's straight to your body, almost worse. Believe that. Because like with the sativa, you usually get that mental high where you got get geeky a little bit. You start seeing shit and you start believing things. That can make you trip out as well, but that can almost make you laugh and kind of almost forget when it's happening. But when that shit's happening all to your body, you ain't gonna forget that till it wears off. Try to calm down in those conditions. I understand how it is. But dragon fruit is one that I could recommend for you. And the reason why is from a good site. It was a cannabis strain site. It wasn't Leafly or whatever, but it was a different one. I like this site a little bit better. They got more strains on there too. Like I be trying to check that site. They got a good map quest till you find you the dispensary around your way. That's perfect. I recommend it for that. No, not trying to hate on that site at all. But I found one that was like, to me, better for better reviews. Perfect. If you know the strain you're smoking. That's why it's best for people who are dealing with panic attacks and things of that nature to know the strain that they're smoking, because it's best for you to know that, because they all carry different types of symptoms for different things that we deal with physically in our body and mentally. Dragon fruit is actually it's actually there to target and alleviate stress and depression. It's actually there. That's one of the main symptoms of it, to do that. But if you smoke too much of it, it can cause you to get paranoid if you do it in too much of a high dose. It tells you that, and I seen that the first time I smoked it. Like I told you, new strains are the ones you got to kind of be wary of. You don't really know exactly what might happen when you step in and start smoking that shit. Especially if you don't know what you're getting. You just copped it off the street from someone at the gas station. You don't know. Not to say it's bad, but you just don't know what you're smoking if you don't know. That's why it's best to, deal with the dispensary, things like that, not promoting illegal activities. You do what you do, Don't call me when you're in fucking jail talking about, man, J Bo through KTV said that shit. No, don't do that, man. But yeah, so anyway, like that's the thing. Like, so I smoked it and I got a little bit paranoid when I hit that bitch. the second time because I did like half a bowl and that was perfect for me. And I went back and I did some more because I wasn't high enough for my taste. So I did another bowl, whole bowl this time. Finished up what was in there and did another bowl. And I kind of felt it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt it just at the top, strong, kind of blows out a lot of smoke. It's okay. And only thing with me was like, as far as derealization, this is how I look at it. I could feel that outer body experience, but like I could feel my heart was beating fast. Like I could hear it, but it wasn't beating too fast. I can hear that shit like I'm listening to it like on the speakers or something like that, surround sound. And I can feel my body. I can feel my arm, the pulse here. You feel the pulses all over your body. I was able to just kind of just calm down, ignore that shit, man. I started laughing and watching Boondocks. Riley and Huey, you know what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you something, man. Riley and Huey. Now, let me not get into that. I'm going to sidetrack. But, yeah, so, like, almost be like Riley and Huey, though, for a comparison. Like Riley, people start thinking he's they start thinking he's dumb or something like that. But you got to understand, he's just that teenager who's out there saying, you know, or not teenager, he's out there, that kid, you know, he's only 8, talking all that, you know, the shit that the kids do to act like that, the thug shit, you know, I want to be a thug, I want to be a rapper type bullshit when you're a kid, all that stuff. But he's actually very logical. He's actually more logical than Huey, man. Huey's more book smart. And they do a really good depiction of showing that in that movie. They really do show that shit. They show like how Huey, the things he knows and things like that. But you gotta understand, Huey always makes stupid ass plans that never work. Pay attention to the shit. Watch it. Even Granddad was like, it was in season 4 though, but he was like, man, for a smart nigga, you make some dumbass plans, man. Because he tried to do the bomb. He tried to make a bomb to take over some shit. And he's like, that's the plan you came up with? But he's really intelligent. He made the bomb, but then when he comes to the plan, like Operation Black Steel, it always fails. It never goes the way he wants it to go. But Riley, for instance, he had the fundraiser going. He was making money. It went the way he wanted it to go. You see what I'm saying? We all just think differently, man. And when some of us are different together, like a lot of us who deal with these paranoid things, man, we just think a different way and we think too hard on situations. Don't make us bad people. Don't make you a punk. Don't make you a wimp. And don't make you somebody who can't handle the weed, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. So I guess it's kind of a slap in the face for you, Chuck. You and your mom, that's right. But nah, it's like, you know, honestly, you just gotta like, just worry about yourself. Don't worry about what they think. Don't worry about what the next motherfucker think. Just try to, you know, take care of yourself. Breathing exercises, try to ignore it. That's the best thing you can do is try to, I know it's hard to ignore it. But me, I've been through too much shit that I don't really care about my heart beats like that. I'm like, okay, well, whatever happens, happens. But it's hard for everyone else to be like that because I really don't care. In my mind, I know that I really don't care. Not because I'm suicidal, I just don't care about what's happening to me next because I've already been guided through a lot and I'm here still and I'm just like, whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna live my life. That's the best way to look at things for me. Maybe not the same for everyone else. But I tell you this, it did help me alleviate my own stress and depression. Without having to trip when I smoke weed. Yes, new strains can cause that to happen. But you know what? Every time I go back to smoke again, after I just dealt with that and took it like a man or took it like with bravery, I wasn't scared, you know, I just really fought through it, I go smoke again. It don't even happen the next time. You know why? Because I conquered that fear, man. It only happens to me on the first strain one time. Some of y'all, you smoke that new strain one time and when it happens, you don't go back. You gonna tell me you do? If you go back there, that panic attack usually don't come the second time. I'm telling you, even from the first panic attack I had, when I was 16 in the car, just chilling. 3 6 Mafia was playing this shit, man, and I was just chilling. That was many years ago. And we was driving from Virginia to Jersey, just chilling, smoking a blunt in the whip, and we pulled over, you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, my heart was beating fast as a motherfucker. I could hear it too. Cousin calmed me down. He's really good at calming you down. He's like, yo, what's up, dog? Talk to me, man. Just chill. I wouldn't smoke later on that day because I was like, I ain't gonna quit because it did stop after 10 minutes. I convinced myself that. I was like, I ain't gonna stop, man. Fuck that. I'm only 16, man. I'm invincible, you know? So I wanted to go smoke again. It didn't happen. But it did happen a third, fourth time. You know what I'm saying? It can happen again, but it was with a different strain of weed. I would try to run away because I thought that this is gonna keep happening every other time. I made myself believe that, which wasn't true. Diazepam was one thing, aka Valium was one thing that actually helped me out through. I don't take it all the time, like I told you before. I haven't touched this shit in months. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even get my new prescriptions even before then. I wasn't taking it. I stopped messing with that shit as much because I didn't want to be, hooked on some drug. Like, and I feel like I had to use it as a crutch every time. No, fuck that. But it did help at first, and it did make me understand that this shit's 100% mental, man. Because it calmed down those symptoms, the heart beating fast, because it's in my fucking head. I don't have a problem with my heart. If you do it, that's a different situation. But I don't have no problem. Now half of y'all don't either. 90% of you probably don't. You think you do, wasting money in the hospital and shit trying to find out something that's not wrong. Can't find anything, sir. You gonna try to convince them that they need to find something. Trying to see specialists and shit like that. I did it. Paranoid when I was 16. But I made it through all that shit because I know that I'm not going to let, that try to stop me from having fun because this is what I like to do. Dragon fruit is really good at helping you with creativity and things of that nature as well. It's really good shit. It's like, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10 for me. Maybe 6.5 out of 10. Had better. I prefer Northern Lights, I don't think I got much more to say, man. I don't want this camera to cut off on me. I'm getting tired of that shit. I need to get a new phone. But anyway, y'all holla at y'all, man. Y'all take it easy out there, man. Make sure to like and subscribe, dog. For real, appreciate all y'all newcomers coming through. Thank you. And y'all take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. Peace.